want to hear a story really quick? Have I ever told you the story of when I fought Reggie? Smash 4 had come out, and they did the big invitational, right? And they invited me and a bunch of players, if you guys remember. When we all got to the invitational, and I got Kirby, and I realized Kirby was insanely broken at the last second, because Kirby's up throw killed. Anyways, you can go back and watch the whole thing. I clutch out some crazy games. Final matches are on. It's chaos. I nearly win the entire thing. Anyway, so I got second place for the invitational. And then, of course, Reggie comes on stage. He's thanking everyone.
You have one request.
Before we go, can I play you For Glory?
Oh, no. My opportunity is coming with Smash on 3DS. Because now I'm going to play it on the go. I'm going to be able to come back up next time and kick your ass.
So he starts the beef. And then Nintendo, like a month later, we all go home. What was his name? This guy named JC. He hits me up. He's like, yo, Hbox, we're doing the Nintendo World Championships. And I'm like, okay, that's dope. I saw with John Numbers. And he's like, we were thinking, what if you did a show match against Reggie? Are you serious? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I'm there. Of course, they fly me out. It's in LA. It's in that big theater. They got the hotel, the flight. It's all nice. They even give me a meal voucher. They take care of their guests. So I sit down with like my sandwich and my cookies. You know, it's catered and all that. And Reggie, I see him far in the hallway. And that's the first time I had seen him in a long time. And I remember how big this dude is. Reggie is like 6'17" or something. But I'm in the side room. And in the side room, I sit down and, you know, a small Japanese guy sits next to me with a fox pin. And I'm looking down. And when I eat food that's good, I start chowing down. It's like, and I'm chowing down. And I think I went from a sandwich to like pasta or something. And I look up, and you know how you look up, you can see someone's like torso first, and their chest, and their shoulders, and their eyes. And I'm like, I look up, he's like talking Japanese. He's turned, by the way. His turned, so I can't see his face. But I see his like black and whitish hair. I'm locked in. I was locked in the pastrami chat. If you know, you know. And I say, I point to his pin, because I don't know if he speaks English, and I say, that's cool, right? Like thumbs up. And that's when Shigeru Miyamoto says, thank you. And he goes like this to me. Miyamoto! I look up, my hand freezes. And then I lock in again. I start eating my pastrami. I'm like, what do I say? I don't know this. No, a lot of people don't know this. Miyamoto! I had lunch with Miyamoto by accident. But he was just such a nice, he was so nice. He was all smiles. I'm continuing the lunch, and then it's time. It's like 5 p.m., which means it's call time. Our big segment, the Hbox vs. Reggie Showdown, is playing. I'm really excited. For some reason, I'm nervous. Not because of the crowd. I have no crowd fright. But my dumb ass, I was nervous that he was actually halfway decent. I don't know why I thought that. I'm like such a tryhard. I'm like, dude, what if he's raw? Because I thought about it. I'm like, I'm really bad at Smash 4. I play Puff. Puff is literally the worst character, low-key, in this game. Like, I'm like, what if I lose to Reggie? And I thought, and my heart started beating. I'm like, I can never live this down. I can literally never live this down. And then I spoke to him right after. I'm like, you ready to do this? He's like, bring it on. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I asked him, who are you using as a character? He's like, you'll see. It's a surprise. And I'm like, what? And I thought about it. And I remembered that week, the brand new DLC came out for Smash 4. Ryu. The first ever Showdown in Smash Bros. Came out. And I started panicking. I was like, bro, what if this guy was actually like a gamer back in the day? I've never played this character. What's going to happen?
Let's not get the follow-up on Hungrybox. And it looks like Kevin Pereira might be. There's an opportunity to possibly take us on.
Showing the hurricane kick.
And Hungrybox definitely takes that one. Beautiful job by both contestants.
Of course, I body him. It's not close. It got so bad to the point where I had to throw on purpose I had to throw on purpose to make it kind of interesting. You know, we do a little bit of shit talk or whatever. And I say, you know, for being the president of Nintendo, you really suck at Smash Bros. And then he drops the bar of the century on me, which I didn't expect. But before that, he said something to me. Before we played, right before, he started shit talk. But he said this: if you let me win, I'm prepared to offer you a job at Nintendo. And I was a sweaty college student. I wasn't sweaty that day. I got a haircut. I looked kind of nice. And he said that. I'm prepared to offer you a job at Nintendo. And I'm thinking, this man's bluffing. What he was planning was another diss. Like somehow, if I asked for the job, he would have pulled out like a janitor's mop or something. After I said, for being the president at Nintendo, you suck at Smash Bros. He says,
Yes, I did. And Reggie, for being the president of Nintendo, you suck at Smash Bros.
Look. Gracious in victory,
look.
Reggie. So gracious.
So I spend 16 hours a day running a company.
John.
You spend 16 hours a day playing Smash.
and he got me there. And then I had to hold the biggest L. I was like, ah, shit. He hit me with the, when we're all dead and gone, my name will be remembered much more than yours was. And I was like, but we hugged it out, whatever it was. Afterwards, we walked off the stage. And you know what my dumbass thought? Because I was being a chemical engineer. I hated everything about chemical engineering. I only did it because I liked the show Breaking Bad. So I had to ask him. I says, Reggie. He's looking away. He's like, yeah, what's up? I'm like, were you being serious about that job? He's looking down, playing with his phone. He goes, yeah, you know, we probably would have whipped together some QA thing. And he walked away. And I was like, what? You're actually going to give me a job there? But that's the thing. I didn't know what he meant. QA, you know, quality assurance, right? And I thought to myself, what if this timeline involved me doing it? But, you know, I felt proud when I said I'm an engineer.
Did you hear that if I win, I'm prepared to offer you a job?
I'm an engineer, boy. I don't need it.
And then I ended up not being an engineer at all. Long story short, the moral of the story is when Reggie offers to kick your ass and you end up kicking his ass, somehow he ends up still kicking your ass. Anyways, to this day, Reggie and I are actually friends. We ran into each other. There was the Game Awards. I was nominated for Console Player of the Year at the Game Awards. And I didn't win, unfortunately. But afterwards, with Team Liquid, we went, you know, to get a dinner afterwards. And of course, we sit down at a big table with like 12 of us. And I look behind me, and there's Reggie sitting down, I think with Miyamoto again. I'm like, what? I couldn't tell if it was Miyamoto. Oh, no, it was Reggie with Bill Trinan. And we like, yo, Reggie! And we all laughed, and we all, you know, did cheers and all that. And after there, I added Reggie on Twitter. He added me back. And we've actually been Twitter friends, Twitter mutuals since. And every once in a while, I'll update him on Smash Bros. News. Like when all this stuff happened with, you know, the Nintendo and the guidelines, I updated him and I was like, what do you think about all this? And like, that stays between us, but like, it's really cool that he is definitely, when it comes to all of the executives that I met in my life, in my career as a content creator or Smash person, Reggie remains my favorite individual executive. Someone who brought almost a sense of humaneness to the role, to a very corporate role, and understood. When I asked him about Smash and, you know, the competitive scene and what's going on, the answers he gave me were really inspiring. It gave me hope that some people at Nintendo actually understand what the community wants, and he's one of them. So I wish he was back at the company and what it was, but anyways, huge shouts to Reggie, and that's my story. That's my story of playing Reggie.